In a world where heroes and villains clash and epic showdowns determine the fate of the universe, some villains face heroes with the might of 1,000 suns, or are dynamic in character and personality, like the Joker or Galactus. But some villains fail in both regards. They're either useless, riddled with sickness, or just plain racist. And we're talking about them tonight on Three Gays Walk Into a Bar.
Are we?
Yes.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Okay.
Three gays walk into a bar.
Three
gays walk into a bar.
Three gays walk into a bar. Here's the fucking tea, sis. I have been trying to learn to dance here. These last few months, I've been slowly, over time, teaching myself how to dance. Now, I've never really been that great a dancer, so it is very much a work in progress, all right? And I can proudly say I still can't dance for shit, but I am very close to getting my splits, and I'm hoping to start taking some private ballet lessons if I can afford it, which with my budgeting, I should be able to. So,
Fuck yeah.
if I can take ballet and gymnastics, I think that would be a great foundation to learn from and maybe learn dance from other avenues, learn from online, YouTube, in person will be the most effective, and just try to get a well-rounded dance number going.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't know
I'm
how
proud of
you
you.
guys are. Well, I haven't done shit yet, but I'm working on it. So
Well, I'm proud of you for what you've done so far.
starting is like 80% of finishing. So
If you're not first, you're last.
that's a little different. But when it comes around to competition, I'll keep that in mind. Now, one thing that really inspired me in reference to dance.
Okay.
Y'all have seen Napoleon Dynamite, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is the end scene in Napoleon Dynamite. Pedro just gave his speech for why you should vote for him for a class president. And he didn't have a skit prepared. So Napoleon Dynamite, being the good friend that he is, gives this cassette tape to the dude in the back to play this song. And the song he plays is Canned Heat by Jamiroquai.
Mm.
Very, very groovy, really, really good song. It's a dancing song,
Yeah.
like, for sure. The song's about dancing.
100%.
Oh, yeah. It is a absolute bop. It's a great, great song. And
It's my jam.
the bit, like, the dance that he puts on is unironically good. Like, it starts kind of campy and, like, a little over the top. Like, he starts out shy, his hands in his pockets, he's just kind of moving side to side, and then when the beat hits, he just spreads his legs and looks up in this dynamic pose, and just starts going at it. And it takes a few seconds for you to realize, hold on, this is funny, but this is also really good. The dancing is not bad. It's really actually pretty commendable fucking dancing. It's super entertaining. It was really inspiring. So the dance number that I want to choreograph for myself to perform eventually, I don't know under what circumstances I would perform it. I know we host talent shows here. But I want it to be to Canned Heat by Jamiroquai. And if you haven't ever heard it, or you've never seen Napoleon Dynamite, or you don't remember the song, Look it up. It is an absolute jam. It's my jam.
I am ready.
And I'm the type, whenever I listen to music, I'll like picture a scene in my head. I'll choreograph moves to the song as I'm listening to it. And I'll usually be imagining myself performing moves that I am unable to currently perform. So basically what I'm trying to learn here by going to the gym and working on my flexibility and trying to learn these dance moves is I'm trying to like unlock the scene in my head that I have, but I just can't do physically yet. And it's like I have the athletics portion down somewhat. There are some moves that I can't do, like an aerial, which is a no-handed cartwheel. Can't do that, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. It's fucking tough. It's just really hard to get over the mental block of going like upside down very fast and not have the instinct to put your hands on the ground. Like I can do a one-handed cartwheel very easy, but it's really hard to just not touch the ground at all because there's that fear factor, and I just can't get over that. You know? That's like part of like
I mean, it's human instinct, kind of.
yeah, to protect your head.
Yeah.
It's going to like I don't
Protect
think
your head and your neck. That's like the most important thing.
I don't
your
think
brain is wired to do.
yeah, exactly, because that's the hot spot. That's where all the shit is. That's where all the good stuff is. And I don't think cave people were out in the wilderness doing aerials and cartwheels and like backflips onto the backs of mammoths.
I mean, you know, if they were, then
If they were, that'd be freaking awesome.
that's the only reason I'd love to time travel is to see if they danced.
If they danced.
Yeah.
I mean, dancing, I would say, is a lot more likely than doing acrobatics. Just like some form of primitive dancing.
Dancing could be a good topic.
Dance?
To cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. We could definitely talk about dance eventually. But yeah, that's just what I got going on is I'm teaching myself dancing. I eventually am going to take legitimate lessons, but until then, I'm just seeing what I can do for myself because I don't have a lot of there's not a lot of options where we live as far as like in-person classes. So unless we ever move, which we probably will eventually soon, but until we are in a spot in the country that is better attuned for like extraneous hobbies like this, such as dance or just like other niche things like
There's not really a lot of adult dance classes here, pretty much.
yeah, like I walked into the place and it's like, you know, like they looked at me like as if an adult male, like it would be crazy for them to learn to dance. And that's insane.
Yeah.
Because, well, also they just don't get a lot of like adult men walking in there in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's usually just parents bringing their kids, but it's like the best I got. And they do have adult classes, but it's adult tap dance. And I don't want to.
So you're going to be a ballerina with a bunch of little girls?
Did you not hear the word private?
Oh.
Private ballet. For that reason. So that I'm not just, you know, like getting into it with a bunch of little girls.
All these parents take their kids to the class and
Yeah.
it's just like a bunch of little girls and then Tristan.
Honestly, it would probably be more of a problem for the parents than myself.
Yeah.
Like, I could just ignore them. I wouldn't really care, but I think it would probably be messing up their juju.
Yeah, it'd be a little problematic, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
But why, though?
Just.
Do you know why it would be problematic?
No, I don't. I've been in classes with kids before, like martial arts classes.
Martial arts is different than dance.
Dance is for everyone.
I'm not saying... Oh, my God, bitch.
I'm saying, like,
I'm not saying
adults
that
and
I
kids
don't
can dance in
think
the same
that.
class.
But whenever it's just mostly like little girls or little children and a grown man walks in and says, I want to take classes here, like, and I'm okay with doing it around kids, doesn't that sound a little suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
think
say I
so.
want to take a kids class.
I know.
I
I'm
said
just
I want an
saying.
adults class.
I know. I'm just saying it
But
would be weird.
I don't think it would be problematic.
Well, the parents might find it problematic.
Well, that's the parents'
Yeah.
problem. I'm just
That's
kidding.
what
we were
I'm
saying,
saying.
bitch. Like the fuck.
I'm not.
I don't find it problematic.
Well,
Anyways, I walk into a bar this week
all right. Go ahead.
because I tried to order Chinese food earlier, and it was through DoorDash, and fuck them because they literally sent me they literally sent me a fucking message saying that I couldn't get my Chinese food and that it was refunded. And then I go and look to see.
It was because the restaurant was too busy.
Yeah, and I'm like, bitch, I can fucking wait. I just want my fucking food. And then I go and look to see when the refund would hit, and it said 5 to 7 business days.
Yeah.
And I was like, honey,
It's redonk.
I want my fucking Chinese food now and my money back now. Like the fuck.
Spend $40
Almost 40. Oh my
to just
God.
not have $40 for the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pretty
And
much.
it's the weekend, so it'll probably just be like an actual business day. We'll have to wait till at least Monday.
I really hope that
At least Monday and then 5 days.
I really hope that it like fucking clears tomorrow, because that's such bullshit.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But yeah, that's why I want to take a shot or two or something.
All right, well, we can after for sure.
Uh,
PJ?
Good.
A reason why I kind of want to, and it's actually kind of positive, is that I was promoted to full time at my
Yay.
job. So yeah,
That is good. That is good. More money.
cheers to that.
More money is good.
Yes.
Dink.
I mean,
Dink our
like now
glasses
I
for
have
that.
to next week work 6 days in a row, fucking 8
Oh.
to 9 hour shifts every day. But
Oh
hey,
my
hell
God,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Hey,
fine.
money's money.
gotta put bread on my table, all right?
Oh my God.
Let's get this bread.
Gotta feed this mouth, all right? Like, if you could just do all the work and I could stay home all day and play Smash, I'd be happy.
I'm
Oh
like
my
off
fucking God.
today and tomorrow, so like I'm just really gonna soak in like the days off,
Oh,
because then I'm
yeah.
working from Tuesday to fucking Saturday.
Mm. A 2-day weekend, though. That's nice. Actually, wait, were you offset? No,
I was
You're-
off today. I mean, yeah, today and
So-
tomorrow.
2-day weekend at least. It's not split up. That's good. I like
Yeah.
that. I like when my days off are next to each other.
I told
I
them
feel like I can breathe.
I
Yeah.
asked them now that I'm full time if I could like at least just have my Sundays off so that we'd do that. And my general manager was like, "Yeah, I'll try my damnedest." Like she's pretty fucking cool. So
Your
like,
lipstick looks really good, by the way.
I don't think so.
You look like a mermaid. It's more like
I
blue
used-
green
I
than
used
green.
this shimmery green like eyeshadow for the
The
like,
glitter is so fucking cute.
I love it.
Honestly, like the look I had last or the last time we went out to play D&D, I did my makeup, and I feel like the shimmer really made it with the glittery.
Mm.
It looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes the eyes just boom,
Love it.
Yes.
super dynamic. I was feeling
Just wait
my
until you start learning how to
lady
do
fantasy.
a cut crease.
Mm.
a what?
A cut,
cut
crease.
crease.
Can you explain that?
It's like you pretty much are like putting like foundation like to where it's like to where it looks just like natural skin, but then it's like on the outside it's like all the eyeshadow.
So
So it's kind of very dragish. Like it kind of helps build on the eye shape, and it makes the eye shape look bigger.
oh,
Like the whole eyelid part right here would be like concealer or like skin tone,
okay.
and then like all of your colors and stuff. would
And
be,
the
like, on
function of that
outside.
is it makes your eyes look bigger.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. What do you say we get into the episode, guys?
Hell yeah.
I have a lot of material here,
Hell yeah,
so let's do it.
Bonner.
Dumb ass comic book villains.
Dumbass comic book villains.
Now,
Let's go.
I know there's 1,000,001 videos on this on everywhere, but there are some really, really interesting ones once you do a deep dive. Some really fucking stupid ones from both Marvel and DC, and I think that that they'd be super, super fun to talk about. And also, it's just kind of like a chill thing to talk about. It's just fun. It's just all in good fun. And I'm gonna show you guys pictures on my phone, but I'll just put pictures up for the video, and for audio listeners, I'll just
Describe it.
yeah, I'll just describe it. I'll use my my powers of description. So this first guy, okay, what's the first thing you think of when you see this guy? Just like first word that comes to mind.
Matador.
Yeah.
Mine was fag.
Okay.
But actually, yes, it is his name. He is the Matador. He was first. His first issue was in December 1964. He is a Marvel character, and he looks like just a really fruity Matador with like a cowl over his eyes and a red sack. He has a red sack, and I think he also fights with a red cape.
Oh my god.
His powers are he has no powers. The Matador is just a guy, has no powers to speak of. Other than that, he's a real asshole to animals. Because well, I mean, being an actual Matador, traditionally they use swords, right? Like real like a Matador's
It's bullfighting.
bullfighting, like they kill the bulls. And that was what he did. Manuel Iloganto, a.k.a. the Matador, was a world-famous bullfighter. However, his brutality in the arena made him very unpopular amongst the crowds. So even amongst the bullfighting crowds, this guy was, like, really extra.
Wow.
He's probably, like, I hate to imagine
So
how
is
much
he
is extra.
He's a villain.
So he's just a
right?
piece of shit in a costume.
These are all villains, right?
These are all villains, yes. They're not really super villains. You can't really ascend to the status of super villains being named the Matador and being dressed like that. Because, okay, in one fight, he was booed out by the audience, and it made him distracted from the fight, and he was severely hurt by the attacking bull. He survived the incident, but swore revenge upon the world and turned to crime. He's one of the many throwaway heroes of Marvel, being a minor character that Daredevil can take care of in one punch. Yeah, so he's just
from the Daredevil comics.
Yeah, he's a throwaway Daredevil villain. Yes, indeed. Just like our next guy. Well, what do you think this guy's name is?
Tube sock? I don't fucking
Tube
know.
Sock.
Well, he's metal.
That's
Metal
That's a
Tube
pretty good guess, Tube Sock. What do you think, PJ?
I don't know.
Tin
honestly.
Man.
He looks a little bit like RoboCop with really long legs.
Really
Yes.
just stupid.
Really long legs with parachutes. Not
Stupid
parachute
long
pants, bell bottoms.
And a very interestingly large bulge.
Yeah, like that's way too extra.
It's pretty impressive.
Like, what's the point? Please tell me.
His name is Stiltman.
Ew.
Stiltman. June 1965, also Marvel, Wilbur Day was a scientist who was employed by Carl Caxton, who invented a hydraulic ram device. Wilbur stole Caxton's designs and used them to engineer a pair of extremely long, telescopic metal legs, which allowed him to tower high over the ground. So basically, he's another villain of Daredevil. And it's interesting. He's actually incredibly dumb, even though he has a PhD. Like, he was a scientist. He engineered this, but most of his knockouts are him just taking care of himself because he's just sheer stupidity. He tried to best Daredevil dozens of times, often just knocking himself out with sheer stupidity. In one instance, he went to fire a ray gun as he was standing in water and shorted out his electrical systems, leaving him unconscious and ready to be picked up by the police.
So he's book smart, but not street smart.
He just wipes himself out. So, why?
So he's literally just like a dumb, smart bitch.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, I think that applies to all of us in some way.
Yeah.
I would say more smart, dumb bitch.
Smart, dumb bitch. He's just dumb, smart bitch.
Yeah,
Wait.
He's a dumb, smart bitch.
Smart, dumb bitch. Dumb, smart, dumb bitch.
Smart, dumb, smart bitch.
All of them.
So really,
Bitch, dumb,
he
smart.
he has no powers except for a suit that has long legs. And if you guys were to be a villain, do you think you would do something like that? Do you think you would get a suit and have that be the source of your powers? Because you don't have power, so you have to compensate with something. But if you're doing a suit, Why are you doing extremely long legs?
See, I do more like instead of more like suit, I'd focus more on like weaponry and like what I
Yeah.
can carry on me. And,
See,
like,
his suit's ready for the runway. I think that's maybe his idea.
That would be a RuPaul winner right there.
He may as well just like attach like fucking heels to the bottom of those.
Oh my
Like,
god.
In reality,
Heels, man.
like you look at it and like half of it is like his like actual leg and like that's just a platform.
Oh my god. I mean, he's basically wearing heels.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
What a fag.
circular ones.
so far we have 2 fags here. This next one is okay. This is another like example of brilliant yet extremely stupid, and I think you'll agree. First off, I will just show you a picture of him, and he's kind of plain. He just has like a plumber's suit on, and a funky looking helmet. Do you like? So what do you figure is his deal? This guy.
Well, I can't see from here, so you're gonna have to hand me the phone.
Well, it says his name.
Oh.
It's fine. This is Asbestos Man. He's the man of asbestos.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Asbestos Man, 1963. I think all of these. No, okay. These first 4 are all 60s. This is Marvel. He is Professor Orson Kasloff. He was a brilliant scientist, chemist, considered by some the foremost analytical chemist in the world, who felt that he didn't earn enough money for his scientific work and turned to crime. When his first attempt at a break-in failed because he hadn't considered burglar alarms, he decided to search out other criminals to partner up with. So I'm seeing a theme here of really smart people making really stupid mistakes.
That's kind of all like villains in a way.
It's kind
if
of
you really
all
think
villains,
about
yeah.
it, yeah. Like
Just
really,
being a villain in general is kind of a mistake.
I mean, you have to be smart to be a villain.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
If you want to at least get away with it, unless you just rely on brute force.
And if you're bad at being a villain and you're not smart, then might as well just be a fucking hero.
I'm just imagining like the functionality of it in the real world, being a supervillain. Like
Nothing.
if your goal is to get a bunch of money, if you're a supervillain, that means you're well known. Like,
You would just be a criminal.
I mean, I guess it would be like being like El Chapo, like a drug dealer that everyone knows the name of, but for some reason he's just out and about just fine, you know. Maybe like that. So like it's a
supervillains hide
notoriety
away.
thing.
They don't just walk out in the middle of the street in broad daylight. The Joker doesn't even do that.
Well, yeah, but people know that they're there, so it's not like a covert thing. Most people who might qualify as being supervillains, we probably don't know their name. It's just like the shitty scammers and like the money guzzling corporations. Like those would be like
And that's
the real
why
life
you use a
supervillains.
fake name if you're a villain. So
Yeah,
that
like
you're
Asbestos
not
Man.
Known.
Like Asbestos Man. Now
Like,
you want to know
no.
why he's called Asbestos Man?
Yes.
Failing to make contact with the underworld. So, okay, he went on a search for criminals, couldn't find anyone. He couldn't find anyone to help him out. He decided to, he saw the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four in action and decided to defeat the young hero in order to impress the underworld of criminals. He bought an old castle, so he's strapped for cash, but he buys an old
Apparently.
castle, builds an armored suit made out of asbestos, so like lined with asbestos. He was defeated and turned over to the police by the Human Torch, like lickety split. It was like not even like, so he buys like a villain castle. He's like, I'm gonna become a supervillain. It's gonna be awesome. He buys a headquarters, and then he just gets immediately turned over by the to the police.
I feel like lining your suit with asbestos is like counterproductive. Because
Yeah.
wouldn't that affect you too?
As we're gonna find out, it's very counterproductive. Lacking villainous plans, he hoped to avenge himself from the Torch, but Johnny Storm died before he could. This was just like a comic thing. Heroes die all the time. Just assume they're gonna get reincarnated somewhere down the line. But in this like arc of this world, Johnny Storm dies, so he can't get his revenge. Johnny Storm, he died and came back later. He tried to rob a fast food restaurant, now carrying around an air canister due to having survived cancer, but was annoyed that the cashier was afraid of him because he was wearing asbestos and feared for her health. Asbestos Man ran into the Great Lakes Avengers, who were on the run from a fear-induced mob themselves. They all assumed fighting stances around Asbestos Man, Orson, but since Orson wasn't willing to fight and no one in the team was willing to even touch a man wearing a suit of asbestos, they all ended up staying that way for hours, just like on guard.
Just a standoff.
Just a standoff. Like, no one wants to touch him. He doesn't want to fight, so they just kind of give up after a few hours of that. Orson confided in them his fears of no one remembering him and being an awful supervillain. Poor guy.
Oh, no.
Oof.
He's sympathetic. Mr. Immortal, who I'm not familiar with, was able to get him to surrender quietly with the promise that they would remember him as one of their villains. Though they refused at his request, they refused to take his toxic mask as a trophy. He was then removed by an ambulance and hazmat-suited staff. He was later stated by Johnny Storm to have died, presumably from his condition of cancer, that he gave himself by wearing the suit.
Yeah.
Now, the point of the
Jesus
asbestos
Christ,
suit,
man.
I am really unsure, but in this panel it says, Asbestos Man, the man of asbestos, he's announcing himself. Please ignore my oxygen tank. I'm a cancer survivor. So he fights with his tank with him.
Oh my god. Well, isn't it the consequences of your own actions?
I think he just did that so that he could be like a toxic person, like literally. But it's just so fucking unbelievably stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to rationalize some of these because they're so stupid that it's like aggressively bad, you know? That's how I feel. How do we feel about Asbestos Man?
Stupid.
Big dumb.
He's not a smart dumb bitch. He's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, and he was
He's
like a
not
brilliant.
even a dumb bitch. He's a dumb stupid.
He
That's
was
just period.
He was the foremost, most brilliant analytical chemist in the world. He was renowned by his peers. It's so just crazy.
But then gave himself cancer.
From a
on
writer's
purpose.
perspective, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
That's probably why they got rid of him.
I mean, like, okay, he came out in 1963. This is from a more recent-ish comic from, like, the last 10 years. You can tell by the art style. You can tell it's, like, newer.
Yeah.
So he's been around a very good while. But luckily, he is dead until they reincarnate him like they do everything else.
Now I'm waiting for that new Marvel movie to come out with Asbestos Man.
Asbestos Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll be the new Avengers villain.
No.
Yes. That'd be so great, dude. I mean, like, he'll win because they just won't want to touch him.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Black Widow can just shoot him, but now she did.
I mean, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Like, just use a long-ranged attack and just get rid of him in, like, an instant. He has no powers, so just get him out of here. He's basically just like a gnat that you can just flick off your
I didn't know the Black
head.
Widow died.
You haven't seen the new Avengers that have been out for, like ever now?
No.
I'm so sorry.
You ruined it
Really?
for me. Thanks.
Oof, babe.
She,
Oof,
well,
big
You
oof.
just casually mentioned that. I was like, what?
spoiler alert.
Jesus.
I was joking. She's fine.
That's not how that
She does have a
works.
movie coming out.
Yeah. Cool.
So-
Well, how is she supposed to do that? Is the ghost of her?
It's presumably set in the past.
Okay.
Just showed my belly on
Well,
the
now we-
screen. God damn it.
Well, now we.
I was just like,
Why?
I don't know.
You just pulled up your shirt, just looks at your
I was
belly.
just like,
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
well, hey, you know what? They've already seen my belly.
I'll just like
That's fun.
I'll just like put an image of like a ripped abs over it.
Please do.
No, I
Hide
won't.
it.
Fuck no.
Oh my god.
Just put like a smiley face over my stomach.
It
Like,
still
I'm
has the
doing it.
transparent background, like the checkers is just a square image. I don't even bother like cutting it out.
Do it.
Nah. Next, do you want to hear some racism on DC's part?
Oh god.
And if not racism, I don't personally like the word racism being tossed around for everything because it's kind of a harsh word, okay? This is pretty racist.
Okay.
Or at the very least culturally insensitive.
Okay.
What do you figure this guy's name is, huh?
Oh my god. Probably something.
Right?
Kung Pao or something like
That's
that.
pretty close. Well, what does he look like first off?
An egg.
An egg.
So, egg is part of his name.
Is he?
You guys
like
are really close.
egg roll or something like that?
No.
Egg yolk.
No. One more guess. Think like Kung Fu, like master.
Egg Pao.
Egg Fu.
Egg foo.
Yep, Egg Fu is his real name.
Oof.
So, what we're looking at here is a giant yellow egg with a very stereotypical Asian face, like complete with the Fu Manchu mustache, the slanty eyes. This is Egg Fu, everybody.
Ooh, it's
Oof.
also problematic.
October 1965, so more 60s here. He debuted in Wonder Woman 157. He was a Chinese communist agent.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Perplexingly shaped like the egg, or fuck. That's a tongue twister right there.
Okay.
Perplexingly shaped like an egg the size of a house, with a Charlie Chan-like speech pattern, who used his mustaches as whips against his enemies. Like both halves of his mustache would be like whips,
Oh, okay.
which is, even though it's insensitive, kind of dope. He was caricatured, I mean, just like as a villain, just like how creative that is. I just wish it wasn't racist.
Yeah.
Like, why does he have to have slanty eyes?
Right.
If he didn't have slanty eyes, he'd probably be
and
better.
Yellow skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
If it was just like a white egg without fucking slanty eyes, it would be fine.
A white egg with big round eyes and just brown
a big
hair
ass mustache.
and a big ass handlebar mustache. Dude, you got yourself a villain.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. And don't name him Egg Foo, like Egg Steve or something.
Egg Steve.
Egg Stan. Egg Roy
Egg-
or
egg
something.
yolk
Just
or
like a white name.
Egg roll.
Egg
No.
roll.
Oh no.
Egg
We're backtracking there.
roll is not a name. Egg Roy.
Egg Roy.
Just like a white name, a white egg.
He's just like, hello everyone.
But
Egg-
like
egg
knowing
Tristan.
DC, they'd probably make a brown egg with like an afro or something.
Oh god.
I mean, eggs do come in all colors.
Egg Tristan.
Egg Tristan, a blue egg. I don't know what.
A blue egg.
I don't know. They're blue eggs. Shut up. I'm just like what would a I don't know. Fuck you. But yeah, he used his mustaches as a whip against enemies, which is
Fuck off
pretty.
my cord.
Which is pretty fucking dope. I think it's just a neat idea. The execution.
The execution was
The
terrible.
execution is terrible.
Yeah.
But I like.
In the Marvel comic book villain challenge, you
Comic book.
yoked.
I admire.
Yoked. Okay, RuPaul.
You're looking a
I'm
little.
on a sin.
Uh-huh.
You're safe.
Your aesthetic was looking a little scrambled out there today.
No.
I'm thinking of more egg jokes.
Stop it.
Your timing was not excellent. All right, that's my last one.
Okay.
Your drag excellence.
Oh, that's good. Your drag excellence look was correct.
Or sunny side up.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay. He was
Jesus Christ.
okay. He was caricatured with a yellow peril speech pattern and appearance, which is the racist depiction of Asians, which Misty just called out as a threat to the Western world, which is obviously fucking retarded. In Egg Foo's first appearance, Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman's man, is captured by the Chinese mastermind and turned into a human bomb. That.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Alright.
Egg Foo then launches Steve and a doomsday missile at the American fleet. So just take a dude, turn him into a bomb, launch the dude. Honestly, foolproof plan, totally with you. Wonder Woman intercepts Steve, who has become a deadly menace. She is unable to save him, but she redirects his path into the enemy missile. The explosion destroys the missile, Steve, and Wonder Woman herself, but the fleet is saved. So this Chinese racist supervillain actually killed Wonder Woman for a brief time.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome. Informed of her daughter's demise, Queen Hippolyta gathers the remains of Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor, and returns them to a laboratory on Paradise Island, just like a clump of limbs. Using an atomic structure reassembly beam.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've read this. An atomic structure reassembly beam. If that's not the best shit for, like, how are we going to bring this person back?
That's right. I have this atomic reassembly machine.
No, I'm just thinking, like, from the perspective of the writers, they have to come up with something to reincarnate somebody. Like, how do you explain that? Atomic reassembly beam. It's genius. It would actually work, I'm sure. Man, that's crazy. I love it. I love comic book logic. She restores Steve and her daughter, being Wonder Woman. However, Steve's body is still infused with explosive energy. Wonder Woman finds that her own body has also become explosive, making them both a danger to the world. They leave Paradise Island.
I mean, like, I'm okay if a man has an explosive body.
Stop.
Wonder Woman plans to use the explosive power against Egg Foo. The Chinese leader sends his troops against her, but they fail in their task to overcome her. A piece of antimatter removes the explosive matter from Steve and Wonder Woman, and then the Amazon defeats Egg Foo. Well, that's that iteration of Egg Foo. They didn't learn their lesson. They actually made 5 more, or like 4 more Egg Foos.
Oh my god.
There are later versions of Egg Foo, like Egg the Fifth, which is the next one. It's not the 5th one. Egg the Fifth, released in 1966, was a relative of the original Egg Foo. Then there's Dr. Yes, Egg Foo's robot twin from 1966. In 1997, a new version of Egg Foo was introduced in Wonder Woman Volume 2, 128. This Egg Foo is a 19th century supercomputer, recently rediscovered and turned into one of the many carnival attractions along Gateway City's Oceanside Boardwalk.
I would like to see all of these.
Despite public protests that the attraction is racially insensitive.
Goodness gracious.
So in the comics, by 1997, the topic of it being racially insensitive was made into a plot point.
What the fuck?
Like, the people did not want this thing because of how insensitive it was, but it was being made into a public attraction. The latest version is Chang Zhu, who is a criminal mastermind and an agent of Darkseid. He's kind of like DC's Thanos. His name is unclear, as it has been inconsistently presented. He has been introduced as Chang Zhu, but is subsequently referred to as both Chung Zhu or Chung Zhu, spelled Tzu. It's just spelled all kinds of different ways in like the same comic. It may be possible he has multiple names. Chang himself explains that Egg Foo is one of his possible 9,009 unmentionable names, and immediately kills a guard who laughs at his mention of it.
Okay.
So in the comics, they are shouting out the fact that this is racially insensitive, and the latest version, I I believe that 9,009 unmentionable names is a reference to the egg foo name specifically. I imagine that's what that would be, because you know, it's a little on the nose. It's a little coy, but I wouldn't put it past them to sneak that in there.
Jeez. Well,
I think that's probably more of them making fun of themselves at that point, because this was like a more recent comic. I don't think it's like a racist thing now, because that would be crazy. The Chang Zhu, it doesn't look like that now. He's basically just like this egg thing in like a little like a robot suit, and he has no real like Asian features, or he's not like stereotypically Asian at least.
well, that's better at least.
Now, that being said, like, I do actually unironically think we made this guy better by, one, making him white. Wait, that sounded bad. Okay. Made him less racist.
Yeah.
We made him less racist by making him white.
White
with-
like an egg, not white as a race.
Okay, and like a Mr. Monopoly handlebar mustache
Yeah.
that, like, stretches out and, like, whips people as... That's like a great idea for a D&D villain. What if you guys fought a giant egg with a mustache?
That'd be insane.
That'd be so
That'd
great.
be very unexpected.
Yeah.
All right, stop. Put your nerd away.
No. D&D is so cool. You can do anything. It's so great.
cool.
So how do we feel about egg foo?
Disgusting, racist bitch.
I honestly just kind of think it's funny. It's really fucked up. It's funny. Just how fucking on the nose and stupid it is. It's so, like, this is dumbest comic book villains, the episode. This is a dumb comic book villain. And the
Yeah.
fact that this thing actually exists is so insane
Yeah.
that, like, DC will never be able to erase this. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And they know they can't erase it, so they're making fun of it now. That's how bad it is they're making fun of themselves.
I guess that's a
I
way.
just think it's so good, dude.
I guess that's a way to fucking make up for it.
Is to make fun of it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, in my opinion, or just like never mention it again. Just like in the vault, it's
Yeah.
it's put away forever.
Yeah.
Never use
I mean, there are of course other villains that are just in the vault, totally forgotten. A bit like this one, Armless. Oh fuck. Okay, I spoiled the first part of his name. Is Armless. What do you think the rest of his name is? Armless something man.
Wolf.
Yeah, Armless Wolfman?
Armless Tiger Man.
Tiger.
Oh.
What? Tiger?
He's in a yellow suit.
What we're looking at here, he's got a really nice hairstyle. It's like
Ew.
shaved on the side. It's like a high and tight, but it's like combed over. It's like a pompadour. It's kind of cute. He's got really grotesque ears and a really ugly face. It's like it's not like he looks more like a goblin than a human, to be honest.
The
But he
face of the woman that he's attacking.
that's a woman.
Oh.
That's not a woman. There's a mustache right there.
Oh.
That is so not a woman.
Okay, I see it now. I'm blind.
The face of the woman he's attacking. Well, yeah, that would explain why it looks
He
weird, because
just
that's a
looks-
dude.
He just looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, basically, like, I would be scared, but also just uncomfortable with that thing just running at me.
Because he's harmless.
Because he's armless. He's armless, but he ain't harmless, and we'll talk about why.
Oh, God.
Marvel, well, I mean, he's kind of harmless. Marvel worked, okay, he's a Marvel man. Eric Hertz, December 1941. So this is actually the oldest one we're covering today. He worked in a mechanical laboratory in He worked in a mechanical laboratory in Munich? Fuck. Is that Munich?
Yes.
Well, that's the name of a city, so I don't want to fuck that up.
Yes.
It is Munich? Okay. He worked in a mechanical laboratory in Munich, Germany during the 1940s. One day, his arms were caught in a machine and were amputated. Surviving the experience, And given reading material on how to operate day to day using his mouth and feet, Hertz developed a hatred of all machines and began honing his skills and working himself to his peak physical level. Just like doing body squats and shit.
Oh my god.
Just doing body squats, jumps, lunges.
I wonder how he would be able to build
Mm.
his chest up without arms.
Push-ups? No. He could do dip? No.
Oh.
Pull up? No.
No.
He could run.
Maybe he just like attaches little like ankle weights or something like that to his nubs and then just does this really quick.
It looks like he actually has a somewhat built chest. So now that you mention it, that doesn't really
maybe-
make any sense
or
because he doesn't have
maybe-
arms.
Yeah.
I said
He's just like a really skinny chest,
Or
and his
maybe he-
legs are super muscular.
no, because that's a back exercise,
I-
isn't it? Like when you're pulling.
That could do your inner chest, but also your back is more like going
You
in this
still
direction.
need arms.
Like for working out your chest, I'm now realizing that arms are a big help to that.
Yeah.
And he looks like he has a muscly chest. I don't think the artist really and muscly shoulders too. His shoulders are actually ripped.
Maybe
mean, you
he was
can-
ripped before. But then
He-
his
it said-
muscles would atrophy.
It said he worked himself to his peak physical level after his accident.
So there's a plot hole.
A major plot hole, other than the fact that he's an armless tiger man. He survived the experience. He read up on, like how to be handy capable. As the armless tiger man, Hertz used his enhanced strength, I guess from working out a lot. As the armless tiger man, Hertz used his enhanced strength, from just like working out a shit ton, to wreck machinery in Nazi Germany. Okay. So he is a fighter of the Nazis, but captured by the Nazis, they learned of Hertz's hatred of machines and sent him to the United States to undermine their defense efforts. And for his abilities, Armless Tiger Man is well skilled in using his teeth and feet in place of his amputated arms. He has sharpened his teeth into fangs to use as weapons and has above average strength, allowing him to bend steel with his mouth. His toes are very dexterous, allowing him to throw daggers with them.
Oh god. Fucking
All-
muscle toes.
Yeah.
I just imagine like some ripped abs on big toes.
Like, bitch, he got abs on his toes.
Like there's just like a toe and then there's just like abs and a belly button on it.
Belly button on each toe.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
He's like, I worked out my toes so
Imagine
hard, I
giving
got a belly
birth
button
Imagine giving birth to that.
through your toe.
That would mean that they have an umbilical cord attached to each toe.
That means
Oh,
that they can
God.
get pregnant. with
So,
their
like,
toes.
imagine giving birth to a baby and there's just, like, fucking 12 cords attached to it. No, it'd be 5, 5, 5, 5, 20, 21 for the belly button.
Oh my god.
21 cords just attached. Oh, my goodness.
That would
It's, hey, you brought up the belly button on toes thing. I'm just riffing off of you, dude. That's nice, though. Although made up for by his mouth and feet skills, Armless Tiger Man is handicapped due to his lack of arms, so he has a handicap. All good villains need some kind of handicap. They can't be perfect. Thanos' handicap, he is just too... He's just not... What is Thanos' handicap? Does Thanos have a handicap, PJ?
I mean, I'm sure he can't wipe his ass because of how big his arms and shoulders are, but
He can
I
just
don't
get
know.
someone to do it for him. Right?
Just trying to.
Or he'll just use the Infinity Stones. He'll just, like, burn it off.
oh my god, that's disgusting.
You know, like a bidet.
Oh my, ew.
Or,
just-
like, he can
just-
conjure shit, so just, like, water out of his thumb. Just
No.
Dude, I want
No.
an Infinity Gauntlet now. I'll just have a bidet wherever I need to go. Cause like, okay, we have a bidet at this house, and it's amazing. I never ever want to shit in any bathroom other than my bathroom ever again. But sometimes I have to, and it always sucks. I always get reminded how bad it is to use dry toilet paper.
That's why you
'cause
buy flushable wipes.
Yeah. That's why you.
That's a safe bet.
So
just
you
buy
just
flushable
walk
wipes, carry
around-
them with you.
You just walk around with a crusty butthole.
I didn't say I don't wipe. I wipe.
You
Crusty
wipe
butthole.
and then use the bidet and then you dry with more toilet paper.
I wipe, but it doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
Because you have a crusty butthole.
Yes.
I
Is
wouldn't
that what
be
you want
with
me
him
to say?
if he had a crusty butthole.
Oh,
Uh,
at least you have standards, right?
that's just one standard.
That's my one standard.
That's it.
Is that just please don't have a crusty butt.
Like you can just be the
Everything
most disgusting person in the world, but that ass has to be clean.
Oh God, everything else is negotiable.
Like he's a total piece of shit, but
That butthole,
bruh, he's a one wipe Charlie.
and clean.
Like they called him one wipe Charlie in high school. You know why? One wipe every time. Super clean butthole.
Let's
Stop.
talk. Let's,
Naturally clean.
let's talk about another hero now.
Super villain,
Um,
PJ. Have
well-
you not been kidding?
well,
Whatever.
actually, my next hero is actually Bidet Man. So
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God,
Wouldn't that be awesome?
that would be an interesting
Um,
transition.
But I just like Armless Tiger Man's story. He's found by the Nazis, and then the Nazis just drop him off over here so he can just wreak havoc over here. And just like,
I mean, Nazis just kind of do that.
that's so awesome. Instead of just killing this dude, like, he's like a pest. Just wherever he is, he's just going to break your machinery.
I thought you were gonna say pet. Like,
Keep this dude as a pet. He can't hurt you. He don't have arms. I mean, apparently he can throw knives with his feet, though.
He's Nazi. If Nazi Germany had a pet,
It would be a fucking Armless Tiger Man.
It's like those zombies on The Walking Dead. As long as you cut off their arms and their jaw, keep them on chains and
Yeah.
blend in
And
with other
like
zombies.
Michonne, I think is her
Yeah,
name,
yep.
with the swords
Mhm.
or katanas.
oh
Yes.
my God.
Dope. You've seen Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yes,
I've seen like the first 9 seasons.
I've seen it all.
All?
Yes,
Hasn't there been like 13, 14 seasons now?
I don't know.
Well,
Then
we've
you
been
haven't
watching.
seen it all.
I mean, technically, we've been watching since the beginning.
I watched until like the
Don't
season.
say anything
Okay.
because I think I've only been through like season 7.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say a character's name. I watched the whole season with Negan.
Mhm.
After the season finale with Negan, I watched the season after that because Negan is just he's
Negan
played.
was 8. I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
Negan was season 8, right?
I really don't remember. He was played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan super well, like easily one of like the best character. The best thing about that show. It's
He-
just the problem with The Walking Dead. They just kept splitting up the story between characters, and like one episode would follow one whole character's like thing, and it would be
Yeah.
so fucking boring if you didn't care about those characters. Like I
Yeah.
always want to just
Like
get
that
back
one-
to Negan.
Like that one.
Yeah. 'Cause
all his
that
shit was
one
most
season,
entertaining.
Like that one season that most of the season was the fucking governor.
Yeah.
Like literally,
It was
no
so
one cared
boring.
about the governor.
Or like
So
but
stupid.
I,
I
gotta
don't
say
remember
one
any of their
thing.
names, so I
gotta
can't
say
really-
one thing. Negan is daddy.
he really is. I was actually gonna say
honestly.
that.
He's pretty hot.
Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, like holy shit. Like it's not just the way he looks, it's also just how cool he is.
If
Even
he-
though he's majorly fucked up and like a murderous pig.
If he came up to me off the street, I would. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that on the podcast.
I mean
Anyway,
shit, dude. He is a good looking man, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Mhm.
sure. And part of that is his attitude. Can we agree on that? He's just really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though he's fucked up, he's just like super cool about
I'm
it.
just talking about the guy that plays him. Really, I'm not.
I'm also
saying-
talking about Negan, but like just the suave, it comes from Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So
Yeah.
fuck yeah. All right. This last guy.
Now that we've derailed.
Oh, it's fine. I like a little derailing. It's nice. I like derailing. It's cool. This is probably the stupidest.
Yes.
Please try to guess this guy's name.
Okay.
You guys are gonna love it.
What the fuck?
Now,
Dick Cannon.
Dick Cannon.
Instead of Nick Cannon, it's Dick Cannon.
How about you, PJ? Do you have an idea for a name? This
Rod launcher. I don't know.
Rod Launcher. Pretty close. This guy looks. He basically has like a standard superhero suit. He has a hood.
He
on
literally
with
just
goggles.
looks like a dopey Spider-Man with a dick cannon.
He has like some like box on his chest with buttons on it, and in his crotch is a small cannon. And in this image, it is currently firing something as he's pressing a button on his chest.
Oh my god.
This is codpiece.
Oh my god.
We
No.
love codpiece.
No, we
Let me
don't.
see. Just wanna. Jesus Christ.
Codpiece is his reign in DC. He's a DC villain. Was pretty short. I think it was one issue, or at least it was a very small time.
I want
September.
to own that issue.
Kind
I
of
just
me
wanna-
too.
Honestly, I just want to have it to have it.
It wasn't even his issue. It was. It was. Wait. Okay. I don't. Okay. September 1993 is the issue he came in. I don't have the actual issue number on me. I forgot to put that in there. But basically, this guy, he was told that he wasn't big enough in high school. And though the girl who said it meant his height, he thought she meant his
Penis.
penis.
Well,
Oh, like we all just say it all at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Penis.
Dick.
God, you guys are the fucking worst. Due to an inferiority complex, due to an inferiority complex about the size of his wiener, he created a suit with a codpiece weapon system and became a supervillain. He primarily robbed banks. He was eventually stopped when Coagula, who was wearing a frog mask due to not having a costume when she came across his crime spree, got him to lower his guard and used her powers to dissolve his codpiece multi-weapon, ending his reign.
well,
So he got told he had a small dick by some chick in high school, and he's like, he's just stewing about it. And
I bet he's like 5'5".
like, and
5'3".
and the cannon is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It does multiple things. It doesn't just shoot things. I'm pretty sure it has
my
like
goodness.
tools
Oh
and
my
shit.
god.
Like a screwdriver in there. He just like
Should we just try to find the issue? I'm gonna go on eBay.
well, like just do that later, in a second, because it'll be a while to find it. It'll be easier once you have the number to find it. But like I just picture him like, hey Brooke, can you unscrew this for me? He just kind of walks up to the screw. He just puts his crotch up against it. He goes, shh.
Oh my god.
So there you go. Thanks, buddy. And like that's it. Thanks, buddy.
That's the only thing he would be useful for.
Codpiece. That's codpiece, everybody. How do we like codpiece?
No.
No?
He's the bane of my existence.
Well, that's all I prepared today. I just prepared 6. Who do you think is the dumbest? We have the Matador, Stilt Man, Asbestos Man, Egg
Asbestos
Foo,
Man.
Armless Tiger Man, and Codpiece.
I'm gonna say Asbestos Man. It's
Asbestos
probably
Man
the
is
most
pretty
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like codpiece just really makes my blood boil.
Codpiece is
I think it's hilarious.
it's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty crazy that is
He's-
actually
I
a
like how like a part of the rocket on there looks like a big vein that's popping out, and I just find it hilarious.
Wait, what? Oh,
Ew.
I don't know if that's intentional, but that is fucking hilarious.
Oh my god. It probably is. He's
May-
like the
I
face
mean-
of misogynists.
I wouldn't put it past them. Hey, just like, honestly, I think that raises a very important PSA. Men are often very ashamed of their wieners, and they just need to get it through their skull that size doesn't matter.
It's the girth.
It's the girth.
Let's stop talking about this.
I just picture that one scene in South Park where Randy has a really small penis. So he's like, so he came up with a new measurement system. No, it's actually length divided by girth plus angle of the shaft, or like plus angle of this plus 24, and like, so my new penis number comes out to 6.3.
Oh god.
And then the sex ed teacher comes in it's like, what are you doing? You're teaching these kids all wrong. The actual formula is length of the penis plus girth minus. It's so great.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. You guys, have you guys seen that scene?
I think so.
I love it.
I can picture it really well, at least.
Me too. Randy's my problem. Is
No.
what?
No.
I was gonna say maybe my favorite character.
No.
No? I mean,
Every time I envision him, I cannot get that scene out of my head where he's like in a dark room and he's watching porn and there's cum everywhere.
oh, okay. That's the episode where there's no internet.
Yeah.
So they have to like go like out to California way to find some internet,
Yeah.
and he sneaks into like the general's quarters or whatever, just like the main office. He sneaks in because everyone only gets like 15 seconds to watch some porn, and
And it has just been building up, so he just like
and by the end of the scene, he's just
covered.
you may want to you may want to stop watching here, but he's just drenched in it. And then like he's caught like that, just like he's just drenched in it head to toe. And he's like, "Oh, there was a ghost."
Yeah. Yes.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Dude.
Oh man. So that's the dumbest comic book villains that I could find, and I could do like 10 of these because there's fucking so many. But yeah. So what do you guys think? No. That's my.
I
sorry.
hated that.
I'm
I
sorry.
hated every bit of that. I'm sure our listeners did too.
I might cut it
They
out.
they just unsubscribed.
That's okay.
You might cut it out. No, you won't.
Gets
Don't do it.
flagged by YouTube. We're probably gonna get flagged because of all the cum talk.
And penis talk.
All the cum talk.
Yeah.
We just gotta cut down on that cum talk. Guys, you have a great show. Honestly, really funny. Just gotta cut down on the cum talk.
Oh my god.
That's our ticket to success. We just gotta stop talking about cum so much.
No.
Then we'll get viewers.
Oh my god.
You know, my mom recently told
Babe,
me.
you're kind of off
that-
screen a little bit.
Okay.
Our mom listens to this. Oh god. Sorry.
yeah.
Mom.
I also. She also told me recently that Bella has kind of been sneaking, watching some episodes.
Well, she definitely better stay away from this one. Better yet, stay away from all
Well,
of them.
now she's gonna fucking watch it. Hi, Bella.
This show really is not for kids.
No, it's not. It's
Mhm.
really not.
Mm.
Anyways.
All right.
Anyways.
I think it was
So
a
that's
fun
it?
episode, right? You
Yeah.
guys have fun?
Mm-hmm.
I had fun.
I
It was
had
lit.
so much fun.
Dope.
Yeah. It
Damn.
was a lot of fun.
PJ, why you always?
I would
gotta-
say the
always
most
gotta dip out?
it's really hard to find the most entertaining for me. Like I really like egg foo just for the sheer just dumbassery that is egg foo. Hey, where's PJ at?
PJ just he's done.
Where's he go?
He's done. He
Where'd
went.
he-
He
what-
went to the bar.
Last episode I was here, and it was actually pretty nice. So I just wanted to go back.
It's floor time, as Jill calls it.
Floor time. That's when she just lies down on the floor and just stops trying
Yes,
for a minute.
entirely for
Yeah.
hours actually.
I mean, that's what a mom needs to do every so often, just to let it all just
PJ.
soak out. Oh,
Stop.
little peekaboo.
Get
Oh.
out.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
I think that's our cue.
Obviously, we're tired. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.